Hey, what's going on guys? Rony Boney here. Thank you for stopping by for the next episode of Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer build guides. Today we're looking at the Turian Havoc Trooper, and she does so much damage. She is your DPS queen. So let's get a look at how I spec this character up. So I do see a lot of people putting a lot of points into Incinerate, and I'm sure somebody's going to put down in the comment section below saying that Incinerate's probably the best way to do this character. I disagree. I have played around with this. I have ranked Incinerate up to rank 6, which I think is the most worthwhile. If you're going to rank Incinerate up, you can't half-ass it with this character. You got to go up the full way, and in my opinion, you have to have this one, Detonator, so that Incinerate's initial attack will trigger combo detonations. If you pair this with cryo ammo, you can do your own detonations. Now, I have seen that this is useful enough using a rapid fire weapon, but with this build, I'm going for pure damage. So I'm going to be recommending that you use a shotgun or something else that is extremely high damage with kind of, low ammo counts, so that you can use your turbocharge to pretty much double your ammo count and do so much more damage. This will be very, very useful against boss type units. So this is the way that I'm recommending you spec this build up. You can spec it up using Incinerate, using cryo ammo, basically priming people for detonations and detonating things yourself. So it really is whatever you want to use, but in my build we're going to be speccing it up differently. So using turbocharge, I love turbocharge. I think it's my favorite ability in this entire game. Under rank 4 I went for plus 20% recharge speed because I'm going to be using a shotgun with this, and I really do want to be able to put down loads of damage more frequently instead of having higher duration, because by the time that I can actually fire out all of my rounds, the turbocharge is gone, the effect is gone, and I won't get the extra ammo count that I'm normally used to. So it really isn't good. By the time you reload as well, it's gone. So basically I went for plus 20% recharge speed so that I could get my turbocharge and my damage bonuses off a lot more, and my ammo bonuses. So under rank 5, I didn't go for gun damage and force. And a lot of you are going to be thinking, well, why didn't you go for this? But I decided to go for more gun accuracy and more gun stability. I think with turbocharge, I want to be able to play around with this class. I recommend using a shotgun, but I still want to be able to use, a rapid fire assault rifle or a machine pistol or something like that. So having the extra accuracy and stability will really help me out, and it will make this class a lot more versatile in how you actually play it. I mean, you can use like a Revenant and just rain down fire on top of them because you have extra damage resistance in the air, if that's how you spec this class up. So it's very versatile. You can do a lot of damage, but I would recommend extra stability and extra accuracy. Now under rank 6, instead of plus 20% rate of fire bonus and plus 20% clip size, I really don't see the use unless you're using something really rapid fire like the Roserad or the Hurricane in actually having more rate of fire. I decided to go for plus 80% clip size bonus, so that because some of the ways that I've spec'd this soldier up, I'm going to be using the Piranha in this actual live commentary after this build. And you'll see with my plus 25% extra clip size from munitions training, I get 10 rounds of my Piranha as opposed to 8. And then alongside this plus 80% clip size bonus, alongside an increased rate of fire as well, I get 18 rounds. So I can put down 28 rounds onto the enemy before I even have to reload. It's really, really great. I really would suggest that you guys use this alongside a really high tier weapon. So I went for Flak Cannon. I went the full way with Flak Cannon. I do have this character at rank 7, so I was able to have a little bit more points than usual, but I would recommend putting most of your points into Flak Cannon, at the very least up to rank 4. It really is useful for stunning people. It gives you that extra second to actually get out of the way, because this character, you have enough shields, you have enough health, but the recharge speed for your shields is terrible. So you will need to be stunning people to get away from them and hiding behind corners and just pretty much holding out. So this is why I decided to use a shotgun as well with this build, because I'm able to stun people. If they keep pushing me, I can just blast them back with a shotgun and turbocharge, and I can keep kind of, falling back until I reach a comfortable place to defend myself. So it's really, really good. I didn't go for anti-armor. I don't see the point in using Flak Cannon for anti-armor. It does do a lot of damage, but I decided to go for more stun duration. So people are more stunned, I get to get away a lot faster, I get to stun people, I get to jump up to them or use my boost to go right up to them with the Piranha and turbocharge and just take them out. If it looks like they're about to all start firing at me, I just fire a Flak Cannon off, I've stunned them again. I might have that crucial extra second to get a kill off on somebody, so it really does help out. Under rank 6, I went for Flak. I like the shrapnel explosions, they look cool, they do a lot of damage, it really does help out, instead of going for more damage per second. If you actually think about the damage duration and the extra max damage per second, you're only going to be doing what, like an extra 300 to 325 extra damage? That's really not a lot, guys, so I would suggest that you spec this up a lot differently and that you spec it up the way that I have with Flak Cannon for more shrapnel explosions at rank 6. So under munitions training, I went the first 3, like I always recommend. Always go the first 3 in both your classes at the very bottom. It really always does help. So instead of weapon training plus 8% weapon damage, I decided to go for plus 8% power damage and plus 1 to all power cell capacities. So I have more flat cannon and I have more damage when I'm in turbocharge, which you're going to see using my shotgun really does make such a difference. Under melee synergy, I didn't bother going for this. I don't really want to, spec this up as a melee build. You could use the kind of ground pound effect that this character has to some use, but I really don't see the point unless you're using a strength enhancer capacity mod. So I went for plus 50% reload speed, plus 25% weapon clip size, which I mentioned earlier will give me an extra 2 rounds in my Piranha, and plus 20% weapon spare ammo, which really does help out. Having extra ammo is great, and it just, you are going to need to be going to ammo boxes quite a lot, because you're going to be putting a lot of rounds down range. And instead of going for the defense debuff, because I was going for that the entire time, and it was doing really well, and the max defense debuff was 24%, I noticed that using the Piranha and using a more kind of precision loadout, so that when I hit my headshot bonuses, I get a lot more bonuses, alongside turbocharge, which gives me nearly double the ammo. I was able to do a lot more damage, even despite not having the damage debuff. And having the plus 25% shotgun pellet spread reduction is really going to work for this class. So if you guys have the Piranha, or if you have any good shotgun in your roster, I really would suggest using it with this trooper and coming straight into them. You can use your damage resistance to jump into the air as well and hover there for a second if it looks like you're about to get screwed. And you can kind of take a little bit of the flak off. You use your flak cannon to stun them, and then you can get away. So under aerial assault, I am going to be ranking this up a little bit further to the 5th tier once I have enough points with my character. But I went for the first 3, which gives me more max health and max shields. This one here, I gave myself more max health and max shields instead of hover duration. And under aerial evasion, I will be going for this, plus 50% damage resistance while airborne, and plus 100% damage resistance while evading. So this really will help out the character. Alongside flat cannon, you should be able to do quite a lot of damage, back up, then attack the enemy again, and pretty much have, kind of a guerrilla warfare kind of tactic and headspace to you. So this should really work out well. Hopefully you guys spec it up this way. Let's get into the actual class build, or the actual loadout build, and then let's get into the live comp. And we're back, guys, and I just want to show you what kind of class I'm going to be using for this actual setup build. What kind of weapons, what kind of modulators am I using? So I'm going to be using the N7 Piranha. I do have a minus 10% recharge speed, but this really shouldn't matter too much with this class because of the amount of damage output that I can put out, and the fact that I can put 28 rounds out onto the enemy with using turbocharge. So it's really, really good. I'm going to be using as my consumables incendiary ammo too. It's really, really good. In fact, it's much better than incinerate in my opinion, but that's just on, that's his personal preference right there. And cyclonic mod 3, because the shield recharge rate is pretty terrible for the Turian Havoc Trooper. You can do so much damage, but that has to be offset by some kind of shield recharge speed. So I'm giving myself 30% extra shields just so I can actually keep up with some of the enemies and keep putting down damage when my teammates need me to. Hold on, guys, and we're back. Now, if you've made it to this stage, please remember to like the video and comment down below letting me know what you actually think of the actual class build itself. Hold on, oh my god. And we're going to show you guys how much easier it is to kill people using this as opposed to using some kind of other weapon like a Revenant or something for the increased fire rate. I much prefer, I really do, with the Turian Havoc Trooper. I love using the Piranha. I love using pretty much heavy tier shotguns. It works very, very well. Alright, let's stay by our teammate here because, we want to be able to put some fire down. So I'm going to try and draw this guy over to me. And you see we can put so much fire down. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's bonkers, but we're not going to complain. We're not going to complain about this. The Havoc Trooper can deal some absolutely outrageous damage. So let's make our way to this cover here, and we can end up taking some of these dudes out here. So I do like the incendiary ammo instead of using incinerate, even though I will use a little bit of incinerate sometimes to try and trigger off some combo detonations and things like that if somebody uses cryo ammo, like I mentioned. If someone on my team is using cryo ammo, then even better for me. I'll be able to trigger some of these detonations, but I am going to try and prime some of the enemies for biotic abilities because we do have an Asari Adept on our team, which is probably one of the best classes. They're much better at damage debuffing than the Turian Havoc Trooper is. The Asari Adept is probably one of the most useful classes in this entire game. I do know that in patch 1.05 they are going to be looking at some of the classes, some of the weapons, things like that. I hope they don't nerf the Asari Adept. It's too good at what it does, and that's its annihilation field there. So anything that's within that field, that's a big ass field right there, can trigger biotic detonation. So it's really, really good. This character is absolutely insane. It's amazing. It does so much damage. I think at some stage I will do the Asari Adept, but I'm trying to unlock some, N7 rare characters to bring those to you guys. So any one of those, the first one of those that I unlock, I'm going to grind the hell out of it and get that guide to you guys as soon as I can. Oh my god, is it right there? Oh fuck. Alrighty. Well, good for you. Okay, there's going to be a couple more through here. There nearly always is. Yep. As you see, I've got a lot of rounds here, so I'm going to move on forward. This guy's moving forward. I'm going to move forward, so there we go. Keep going. We got to keep pushing then. I'm just going to use that. Alright, let me reload my guns. Let me throw my Instinct over here on this guy, just to keep him primed. There we go. That should have primed him anyway for a detonation, so if that Asari was on the ball, then she would have, well, not even on the ball. If she had had a good recharge for one of her abilities, she could have had a biotic explosion on it. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back actually over to the Asari because I can do a lot of damage with her. There's a Krogan. Oh, there's a Krogan Gladiator right here, so good for him. That's a rare character. Can't wait to get one of these. But I have nearly gotten all my rare characters and some of my uncommon characters, as well as all my commons up to level 10 character spec. So I'm working my way up there. It's hard. I mean, I'm grinding this out, guys. I really am grinding the hell out of this game. And it's just really good. It's really, really fun. I genuinely love this game. I want to keep supporting this game, for the next year or so, or however long it lasts. And possibly do a commentary on the potential for this game to get some kind of PvP mode. PvE works so damn well that perhaps the PvP mode could work pretty well. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know down in the comment section below. How would you balance that out? You'd obviously not be allowed to have every single class. It could break balance, but I think they could do it, man. I really do. I think that they could do some kind of PvP mode, but if that doesn't happen, I'm happy enough with the PvE, honestly. I think the PvE in this is excellent. It's very competitive. It's still really tough. Everybody is going on about, oh, it's a PvE mode. Like Angry Joe, I believe, said, oh, it only has a PvE mode. That's lazy. I don't think so at all. I think Joe is wrong on this one. That it doesn't matter that it's just PvE because it's really, really good. Okay, I'm going to get behind cover here. Use my recharge speed here because, yeah, I need to put down some rounds on this Krogan. So this is where I'm going to use the flat cannon to try and get him a little bit damage. So we're going to just lay into this now, and we're going to use... We nearly have turbocharge back, which is what we need, and there we go. So like I said, you can take down some of these units by yourself. You can put down so much fire that it really just kind of... You're not screwed if they come up to you, but obviously don't let that happen. So using my my shotgun choke mod, you can see that I'm able to hit people from, pretty far range instead of just using the damage debuff. So you see I'm able to, pretty much take these things down in just a couple of rounds pretty quickly. Just as long as I stay near the ammo boxes, I won't run out of ammo, and I won't be pretty much screwed or not have enough time to reload. But I really like to just save my turbocharge for those moments where I'm after just destroying someone, or there's a unit like this guy here where I can just start really just laying down fire as soon as I need to, along with my teammates. It really does help. It really does. So this class, once you get it, try it out. Having turbocharge in any character is great, but having turbocharge and flat cannon is just insane. It really is. And having incinerate as well, if you spec it up that way, you really can do a lot of damage. So there's a pariah there. So we pretty much stunned her with both of these things, with flat cannon and incinerate, which is exactly what I was saying in the actual class build guide, that you need some of these abilities just to stun, and then if you have a pretty beefy weapon, you can do quite a lot of damage. So we're going to stun that guy there again. We're going to set him on fire. He's double on fire now. So there we go. I just let my teammates go for all the targets there. It didn't really matter. I was just trying to keep some of the dudes off us. Oh my god, I'm going to have to use my... There we go. And if I needed to, if I was getting a lot of fire put on me, I'd just flat cannon them, put my turbocharge on, and then I'd end up getting some kills on them. So, oh my god! Oh god! I did not see that to the last moment. I didn't see it. So that scared the crap out of me there, but that's okay. Those adhees and some of the wraiths, like, they scare the shit out of me sometimes. They just come out of nowhere, especially the wraiths, seeing as they can go invis. Alright, we gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful. Okay, I'm gonna use my... Oh, I didn't even need to. I don't even need to really pick them up if I don't want to. It'd be good if I did, but we can take them out normally. There we go. Okay, we're going to take you out at least, and then dude behind us, we can get you as well. No, we can't. No, we can't, but we can get you straight away. Oh my god, what happened there? He was just bouncing all over the place. Okay, so there we go. We're on to wave 4 right now of 7. So as you can see, it goes pretty easily. Where are we on the leaderboard? Oh, I can't have that. I cannot have that. In the later rounds, don't worry, we're going to be putting down so much damage. It's just really good. You don't really go down with this class a lot. Now, like I said, the reason that I have the extra shields was they have really low shields, these Turian, I nearly said Turon, these Turian Havoc Troopers. They have some pretty low shields, so just make sure that you're paying attention to that. Just be aware of what your class can do, its capabilities, its limitations, and you should be fine in Mass Effect multiplayer. Okay, I'm going to try and get a... There we go. Now, as long as I take your shield out, I'm going to get most of the damage here, so... Okay, let's see. Anybody coming up here? Knew it! They're always coming up. There we go. So 4 rounds per ATI, so I basically can get at least 2 of them. Okay, I'm going to... There we go. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to reload. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not. This is the exact use for turbocharge. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're going to flat cannon the shit out of this now. There we go. And then here comes... Oh no, there's another ATI. We're going to... And we do have extra damage because of our hover. So we can probably take both of these out here. Doing this. So... There we go. So we took both of them out there. Make sure to use your ground pound, guys, a lot of the time. You can chain it together. It works. It works pretty well, actually. So we got to be careful here because the guy on my left, if he starts getting shots off, there we go. So he can't get around us. I'm going to start hitting him. Use the flat cannon on him. Use the flat cannon to stun him. I'm going to have to use my turbocharge to get that reload fast because I knew there was something else coming in here. So you see, I have a lot of rounds. I would not have been able to deal with that without reloading if I didn't have my turbocharge. So this is the real use of turbocharge right now. There we go. That should kill you. Let's move on up. Let's move on up. Let's protect our flank. Get out of here. There we go. Only a couple left. So you can see, you can kind of deal with yourself. You can go off by yourself. You don't necessarily have to stick with your team in this. Obviously, it's always good to stick with your team on gold. But if you're confident in your character, you know the limitations. You're going to make sure that, you know, you let your shield recharge. That you don't let yourself go down a lot. You're all good. You're all good. You can rush on forward. Let's see how we're doing now. We're probably working our way up. Yes, we are. You see, because you can do so much damage with this, especially with pyro rounds or incendiary rounds. I think it's really, really good. That's why I leveled it up the way I did. So look at this. Like, I have 6 flat cannons. You know, 6 flat cannons. I've got my incend just to, you know, I've got my incend ammo just to make sure that people are burning. I'm doing a lot more damage over time, which really does help armored opponents. So we are playing against the outlaws, so that really does help. So right here, this guy's going to come up, and we're going to just lay down some fire onto him. We're going to do a lot of damage here, so I got to keep moving with this. So you see, we just destroyed it. We just did so much damage there that it had no chance to recover. Okay, I thought they were coming to the door there. So you see, the extra explosions really does quite a lot of damage, right? The shrapnel explosions. So there you go. That's exactly why I spec'd it up that way. We need to get out of here. So this is the exact reason that I said use the actual shrapnel explosions and to have flat cannon stun them instead of actually doing more damage and force. Because you will need, at times, you know, a little bit of a chance to just back up a little bit. Just to take stock of what's going on. So this will really, really help you guys out. And I hope that you try this class out. I hope you try this build out. You know what? You really aren't losing anything. If you're buying your packs, you know, routinely, you're buying advanced packs, you're going to get a lot of character respec cards. So I really would suggest using it. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Get up here. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, we made it. Okay, we got to let our shield come back up. Okay, I'm going to stay in this quarter here. Let's blind fire him a little bit. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's get back to our teammates here. They look like they might get flanked. There we go. Yes, they will. I'm going to hit him now. Take him out that way. It's much easier. Uh-oh. You're going to get him, right? No. Maybe. No, I am? What? I thought other people were. Okay, that's fine. So they have the Asari Huntress. Anyway, so that's why I went invisible right there. It's a very, very useful class. I haven't actually spec'd her up yet, but I've seen her in action quite a few times, and I'll tell you guys, like, she's a legit class. She's a really good class to use, especially on golds. You know, at the very end of the round, you can end up, you know, cloaking pretty much everybody, and if everything starts getting pretty intense, you know, everybody, as long as you're communicating, that is, everybody can just kind of stay in camo and kind of let their shields recharge a little bit, and then, you know, you get basically like an infiltrator's attack once you break your camo. So you get a little bit of extra damage once you break the camo, and it's pretty cool. So it's a pretty good character. You will see a guide for nearly every single character in this game on this channel. So if you're somebody that likes this kind of content, then make sure to subscribe right now. I have so much of this coming out. I'm so passionate for this game. No idea why. I loved Mass Effect 3, and I think that this is just built upon it. And it's just crushing it, in my opinion. It's doing really, really well. I've been looking for a game just to, you know, get involved with and not really you know, not really, I don't have to sweat it out every single game like in a regular PvP game. I can just kind of enjoy myself, you know, enjoy the game, enjoy, you know, the mechanics and everything, and it's just excellent. It really is. I think they've done such a great job. That, and I'm glad as well that BioWare are pretty aware of some of the problems, and they're going to fix them. So it's just a mark of a really good developer, and I'm pretty glad. All right, let's see what's happening here. Oh, that's right. You're not getting me, boy. Okay, we got the left-hand side. They got this side. All right, hold on. You know what? You know what? You know what? We're going to put this here just in case someone's coming up, and we're going to use this to pretty much shred this Hydra now. So there we go. Take out the Hydra. Not too shabby at all. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, we got to move up. Screw you. Anarchy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me live. Oh, please, God, let me live. They come in the door. I'm fucked. No. Shield is back. Shield is back, fellas. Fuck you, agent. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I gotta keep pushing up. That was a bad move. I gotta pop a mod. Yeah. I gotta get in the window. Let me in the window. There we go. Roll on in. Okay, they pushed out to help me. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a really, really good team, actually. We're working pretty well together, actually. Like, everyone's pretty aware what the abilities do. That's what I love about playing Golds, that everyone has a really, really good idea of what their class does in respect to other classes, and they can, you know, combine, like, biotic explosions and things like that. It's just really cool. I think the level that you play at Gold, it really shows. And that if you guys are pretty confident with your weapons and things like that in Gold, then bring a character in at, like, between level 8 and level 12 if you want to. You know, you don't have to just grind out silver straight away, or grind out bronzes. Just bring them in. If you think that you can roll and you got a good team and you're communicating properly and you know exactly how you're going to play around, enough Cobra missiles, things like that, just bring them straight in. Level them up pretty well. It's, you know, it's a really good challenge, in fact, to bring low-level characters into Gold and level them up that way, because you really get a sense of like what abilities will really matter in the, you know, in the grand scheme of things. Okay, I need to actually move. I need to move through here. Oh my goodness. Okay, see, this is the exact instance where, you know, I don't have enough ammo to really take people on, but I need to take them on. So this is why I have turbocharge. There we go. So I'm going to throw as much as I can out at this Krogan here. And we're going to take him out here. We're going to use... Oh my god. We have turbocharge up. We have turbocharge up for the Hydra. See how much damage we're doing? See, and we just never stop firing. This is exactly why I spec'd him up this way, and to use him with the Piranha. This class was specifically used just for a shotgun. So I think it can work. Like I said, it can work with rapid fire assault rifles, but it's not as optimized in my opinion. So just, you know, just make sure that you're paying attention to actually how your class plays out. That will really make a difference in some higher tiered. Oh my god. Okay, you're gonna have to bring yourself up, buddy. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pop a mod here. I want to live. Okay, we're gonna stay back a little bit here, fight them on the corners a little bit. We will fight them on the beaches. We will never surrender. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to go below here. I want to grab a tad more ammo here. Okay, I'm just gonna jump up at the last moment. There we go. There we go, and we're in. And we're in full extraction. Guys, that's the Turian Havoc Trooper. She's absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure I referred to her as a he throughout this entire commentary, but that's okay. Don't worry. It's a gender fluid time in human history. But it's a really, really great class. You can do so much damage. We'll wait here and see like how I actually did in respect to the team. But you can do so much damage. As you see, I didn't really need to use any Cobra missiles there because the raw damage output that I was doing with incendiary rounds, with the Piranha itself, and with really smart and kind of, you know, strategic use of turbocharge, it really, really helps out. So I would really suggest everybody uses this. So there we go. We came second anyway. Not even breaking a sweat, you know. Like, if it's pretty easy to use this class and to do really well if you use the right weapons alongside it. So, hope you enjoyed this. If you have any of your own suggestions with how you actually would spec this class up, leave that in a comment below. I read every single comment on all my videos. I really love the interaction I get on the Mass Effect videos. If you have any suggestions for future loadouts or future videos with Mass Effect, be sure to leave that down below as well. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, and if you're new to the channel, I'd invite you to subscribe. I will be doing another guide in the next maybe 4, maybe 5 days, however long it takes me, but I will have another guide in the next couple of days for you guys. So I'm hoping maybe the Asari Adept or one of the new N7 rare characters. So thank you very much. Bye bye.